intelligence, and emotional intelligence, I believe, is the future. It is what is going to drive everything around us, be it business, be it relationships, be it sessions like this. So this session which I'm going to do is not going to be technical at all. It's going to be very interactive because that's the way I am. It's going to be very off the cuff. We're going to follow a structure, of course, but I want you to be as open, as honest, and as vulnerable as possible. Just think that you're sitting in front of a shrink who's got long hair and wearing flashy clothes. I'm just kidding. I'm not going to be a shrink at all. I'm just going to make sure you have fun, and we're going to cover three distinct aspects. One is around storytelling. Obviously, we've got these interactive games which I have, and then emotional intelligence. All right. So before I start, we'll do this activity to just make sure you feel very comfortable with the neighbors around you who are on this virtual platform. I'm sure you know each other well. So let's see. Okay. You got to do this or this because elections is around the corner in US and elections happens every second month in India. So this is one thing which is common here. You find politicians doing only this and not doing anything else. Here, politicians also make songs, Go Corona Go. They're very creative in India, by the way. All right. So this is how we're going to do it. So I'm going to give you an option. Just choose one or two. Okay. So for example, I know most of you read books. Most of you are avid readers. Would you choose an ebook or a physical copy? Ebook or a physical copy? Okay. Okay. Arunma likes an ebook. Okay. Work from home or work from office? Or you can choose three. You can choose both. Work from home or work from office? Okay. You don't win the silver, you lose the gold, or you stop and smell the roses. So you don't win the silver, you lose the gold is more of an aspirational statement, and you stop and smell the roses. Yeah. Okay. Life is what happens when you're busy planning, or you're living life king size. Yeah, living life king size. We all love, no? Living life queen size. Uh, climbing the mountains or diving into the oceans. Climbing the mountains or diving into the oceans. You could do both. Just three. Uh, aircraft landing or aircraft takeoff. Which one do you like more? Aircraft landing or aircraft takeoff? I just like being in the aircraft.
Oh my gosh, I'm seeing the difference here. Seema,
Yeah.
kaun sa hai?
I like both actually. So I was thinking if there is a third option, landing or takeoff.
Third three.
Third is
Three,
always
yeah,
three.
three. Yeah.
I'm just thinking I get airsick, so doesn't matter if it's landing or takeoff.
Oh, I love the takeoff.
Okay. Probability or reassurance? Probability or reassurance? Okay. Strength of character or sheer magnitude of desperation? Strength of character or sheer magnitude of desperation? I think it differs. Okay. Conformist or calculated risks? Conformist. Okay. Planning or execution? This is going to be interesting. This is all recorded up, by the way. ये हमारी चाल थी.
Arnima is like this remaining safe. It's like no comments.
Descent or ascent? Descent or ascent? Okay. The desire to succeed or the fear of failure? I should tell you this. When I'm talking about desire to succeed or the fear of failure, I just did a book launch with a gentleman who is from PwC. He's based out of New York. He told me the fear of failure is because of which he trekked Mount Everest.
Exactly. So that's why I want both.
Yeah. It's very interesting, how it works, how failure works, and how it can actually motivate you.
Yeah.
Which is a myth which you're going to break today. The journey, the destination, or the company? The company differs, right? Like with solo travels happening all around us. The company, yes. Winning the lottery or finding your soulmate? Sachin's priorities are very clear.
Yeah, he's not married, I guess. Are you married,
Married.
Sachin?
He's still in a
You're
bubble.
on mute. You're on mute.
What is
We can't
3
hear
minutes?
you,
You're on
Sachin.
mute.
Sachin, you're on
You're
mute.
on mute.
No, I'm married. I don't believe in winning in lottery. So the second option, I went for the second option.
Okay.
Or Sachin, marriage could be
I
like
don't
lottery.
believe in either. I don't- Lottery winning is.
It's already Madhu ko. Madhu ko to-
Bad
Madhu ko
ending
to
makes
soulmate
you
मिल
wish
गया.
choose one.
All right.
Madhu's like मैं soulmate तो मिल गया. मेरे को lottery चाहिए बस.
Lottery चाहिए.
The smell of petrol or the smell of mud after the first showers.
Oh.
Now I'll make you a little hungry. Gulab jamun or jalebi? Nazira, you're going for a party, right? Yeah. SMS or handwritten notes? SMS, okay. Singing or dancing? Okay. Seeing the future or changing the past? Changing the past, okay. Predictability or excitement? Excitement or predictability? Free travel for 1 year to the company, that is, or free lodging for 5 years?
I really won. I didn't even wait for the second option.
Smartest person in the world or the richest person in the world?
Three.
Three. Last but not the least, money or love? Money or love? Now you can get both. Can you guys clap for yourselves, everybody? I think it's great. You've just told us something which not many knew, but now we've got this on record. Okay, so essentially, this is what emotional intelligence is all about. Emotional intelligence is about emotions, and I want to tell you, 3 distinct stories which has happened with me, because of which I'm doing what I do. Like Nazira mentioned, I'm an entertainer, actor, motivational speaker, comedian, and my mother-in-law thinks I'm an LIC officer because she doesn't have a clue of what I do. So she's even now guessing, and I don't know if it's a compliment or a left-handed or a right-handed compliment, but I take it because the mother-in-law thinks I'm an LIC officer. Now, like Nazira was mentioning, I've also lost around 50 kilos in a year, and I lost all this weight by trusting myself, by making sure I want to be the best version of myself every single day, every single moment, every single minute, every single second. I lost all this weight by avoiding everything white, by becoming a chef's nightmare. I think if I go to a hotel, they will have a supari on me very soon because I'm very finicky about what I eat. And also, I do a plank every half an hour, which will happen sometime in this session. I might make one of you do a plank. So be ready for that. Just to prove a point that teamwork works virtually or even in live sessions. It works everywhere. And you're doing the plank for your team, not for yourself. Okay,
Wait,
that is one.
Maybe I'm not understanding. What's the plank?
So
He'll
Yeah.
show you first, so don't worry.
Yeah.
Oh, so it's like so you can see how far away I am from those things.
No problem. It's a very simple activity by which you put your hands on the ground, making sure your stomach doesn't touch the ground, and
Push-ups.
yeah.
Push-ups.
something
You
like
just
a
get up, you don't get down. Then
something like a boomerang version of a push-up.
Okay, got it.
Yeah, where your stomach should not touch the ground ideally, and you can do it for a longer time. And I've done this in sessions with teams where they've done it for 4 to 5 minutes flat, with the team cheering them on. So it's very interesting because it's all about teamwork, and I sense that teamwork here too. That camaraderie that you have in your team is very infectious, and I'm going to use that infection to take it further. So like I said, that was my moment. When I lost 50 kilos, and I've been featured, in media, and people have asked me questions about how did you lose weight. And Nita Ambani had asked me, Dhirubhai Ambani's wife, and I'd done a show for the IPL, that how did you lose weight? Is it something which can be sold? I said, ma'am, this is not something which you can sell over the counter. It's not a prescription which you can give. It is pure hard work. It's sweat and blood. And I think that's what it boils down to. So when you lose so much of weight, it obviously makes you more confident. You also realize what your strengths are. When I'm saying strengths, not physically, but it's always a mental exercise. I think losing weight people think it's physical, but It's just mental. It's about being stubborn. It's about doing the same thing day in and day out for 21 days, then make it like a month, make it like a year. There are no cheat days at all. And I think that's purely what emotional intelligence is about, because you understand your emotions, not just others' emotions, but also you understand your emotions. And that is so useful when you go out there in terms of business or building relationships, because I believe that's how the world is going to be tuned in the future. That is one. The second thing is I'm very comfortable in my skin. And I'm saying I'm very comfortable if I'm given a situation where I fail. I know I can stand up and come back again. I'm not scared of failure. I'm not scared of failing anytime. I can get up, brush myself off, and come back strong. And I believe the true value of a leader is not success. The true value of a leader is how much can you fail and then can you succeed? Because that's what storytelling is about. It's about failing. It's about failing, learn from it, and then come back strong. And I believe that's what it is. When you're overweight or when you're really huge and you want to come back strong, you can do it based on your own ability and your own attitude, which is why it is the way it is. The second thing I want to talk to you about is this place I went to called the Mount Kailash Mansarovar Lake. I'd been there 2 years back. I think one of the most beautiful places on planet Earth. It's not in India, it's in China occupied Tibet. And the reason I'm saying this is when I went there, it's a 3-day trek you do around the mountain. And the second day is supposed to be the toughest day because you're walking like an infant. You're wearing 4 layers of clothing, and oxygen is not there at all. And you just have to survive. And that's where you realize, why do people like going to mountains? Because it's very addictive. It's like a drug. And when you go to mountains, your hair grows long, your nails grow long, your skin gets tanned. And but the magic of the mountains is, when I was there in Mount Kailash, uh, it was just me and nature. And at that moment, when I was at one with nature, where you could actually literally see the snowfall and rain and rain and the harsh sun, that's when nature played tricks with me. And I wanted to share this personal example, personal story with you, because I was there with my in-laws. And Mount Kailash Mansarovar Lake is a place where people go in as a final destination. Supposedly, when you go to a place like this, they tell you to sign off on a note from Red Cross. It says, if tomorrow you die here, we will not take you back to India. It's like the final destination. And it's in China occupied Tibet, so they don't speak. If you're an Indian, obviously they hate you more. They don't speak English, and the food which is there is not your regular idli, vada, sambar at all. It's just tupka or yak milk, which is really bad. But you got to eat what you got to eat because you got to survive there. And so on the second day, there's this place called Dolama Pass, which is the highest point in Mount Everest, in Mount Kailash. And one of the Gurkhas there had told me that if ever you get stuck here, count 20 to 1. I said, why is he telling me this 20 to 1 thing? Iska matlab kya hai? I hope I can speak Hindi. It's fine with everybody. Everybody understands Hindi, right? So I asked him, why do you want me to count 20 to 1? He said, it's very important to do that. So start walking. I realized nobody's in front of me, nobody's behind me. And suddenly I saw a rock and I wanted to sit on the rock. And that's when I just thought, okay, let me count, because I was tired. And I counted 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 14, 15, 13, 12, 11, 10. At 10, I blacked out. Somebody came and gave me a bottle of water. I don't know who gave me a bottle of water. Then there was a butterfly with me, and I went down, and everybody was clapping for me at the barracks because they thought I had passed away, because I was not in sight. Now, that moment taught me a lot. Whether nature was playing tricks with me, whether there was a supernatural force in play, I don't know. But this is so fresh in my mind. And that's the moment when I started trusting myself more. I started realizing that there is so much more to us which we don't believe we have in us. That ability which we have in us is something which outshines everything else. And after that, we went to this place called Mansarovar Lake. That's a place where they say where the gods take bath. And there is hotels opposite that, but they don't have windows, because you're not supposed to see the gods take bath. And at that moment, when I went there to Mansarovar Lake, nobody wanted to come with me because everybody was dog tired. I started walking, and by the time I reached Mansarovar Lake, I just started crying. And I realized when I was crying, it was that moment which all supreme athletes go through. Somebody like a Michael Jordan, somebody like a Sachin Tendulkar, somebody like a Michael Schumacher, where all you feel is happiness. But that happiness is not there consistently. It's just there for 20 minutes. And at 20 minutes, you feel like you are in heaven. It's so beautiful. that 20 minutes I cried because I was happy. And then after 21 minutes, I was homesick and I wanted to go back to India. And one of the localites there, Indians, picked up a fight with the localite there saying that, we make better khichdi than you. We want, and that, so in places like this, in places like Mount Kailash, Mansarovar Lake, or Sikkim, or even Tibet, they hold a lot of value to prestige. Like, it's like hum ye sogandh khate hain ki we won't allow. So one of the persons there said we will not allow the Indians to go back to India because you people picked up a fight and said, your khichdi is better than our khichdi. So one suggestion I'll give to everybody: when you go to places like this, don't pick up a fight with the localite, because the localites there are like ATCs, air traffic controllers. They look at the clouds and decide whether a helicopter will come or not. They have their own way of looking at it. There's no, so, and you're in between the Himalayas. So even traveling in a helicopter is a very risky affair, because mountains in between the Himalayas, anything can happen. And all these pilots who are there are all Russian pilots, so they don't understand English and they're sleep deprived, and you just got to trust yourself that hopefully everything happens fine. As soon as I touched down in, somehow we managed to come back to India because one of us tweeted Sushma Swaraj, who was very social and was very active, and she somehow got all the Indians to come back to India. As soon as I touched down to India, I just prayed and said, thank you so much. I'm glad I reached in one piece. But that experience of Mount Kailash, Mansarovar Lake, more than a God perspective, it actually taught me a lot. It just allowed me to trust myself more. The fact that I don't know whether I was in the eyes of death, or I don't know how I felt, but somehow I was in tune with my emotions. I was in tune with what I felt. That is what I felt. Now, the third incident I want to share with all of you is I had a baby girl called Akira, who was with us for 108 days, and then she passed away. She was a preterm child, and we named her Akira because we are big fans of Akira Kurosawa, the Japanese filmmaker, and Akira in Sanskrit means graceful strength. Now, she passed away because she was a preterm child. She was with us for 108 days. And, the day she passed away because of a small stomach infection, she was put in a cardboard box. And that's when it hit me hard, because there was another family celebrating the arrival of the child, the birth of the child. And here we were mourning the death of our only daughter. That's the day I cried, because it hit me hard. And I realized that's how life is, between birth and death. The next day I was to do a show with Jeffrey Archer, and I've done his book launches previously, so he knows me very well. So usually when you do a book launch with a person like Jeffrey Archer, you have a wine and cheese party after that. Where people come in and meet, and you have the regular trappings and everything around it. Now, Jeffrey Archer had come in, and then he looked at me in the eye and said, "Shekhar, your eyes are red. What's wrong?" I said, "No, I'm perfectly fine." He said, "You have entertained everybody today, but I'm a storyteller. I've been writing stories for the last 70 years. What's wrong?" I said, "I lost my baby girl yesterday." And I believe he just hugged me. And I believe the reason why I was able to do what I did is because her strength was propelling me forward. If I'm talking to you about it, her strength is propelling me forward. Now, all of us have got different ways of handling extreme emotions like this. We talk it out. We may not talk it out. We may cry about it. But that essentially is emotional intelligence. Because I somehow I was very honest about it. I was very vulnerable about it, and I was very open about it. And I feel that somewhere she's there around me while I talk. That energy is what is taking me forward. Somebody who might hear it might think this fellow is really stupid if he thinks that this is the energy which takes him forward. But that's what I believe. That's what keeps me going, and that's what keeps a smile going. But for my wife, it would be really different, because she may not want to express herself in this manner, which is what makes a relationship very special, because we all are different individuals. We come with our own strengths and areas of opportunity, and it's how we look at life. I think that for me is, emotional intelligence. That for me is understanding your emotions. That for me is how you build relationships with yourself and the future. And you're also comfortable in your own skin. I'm comfortable that, this happened with me. I'm comfortable that this memory of my daughter is there in front of me, and I'm moving forward with that. And that's where it boils down to. But I also believe if she's had come into our life for 108 days, we are special. If she had come to our life as parents for 108 days, we are special. If she'd come to somebody else's life, we don't know how it would have been. But if she's come to life 100 days means we are special, and we were destined to do something like this. And that for me is, emotional intelligence. That for me is what love is all about. That for me is my inspiration. And we are inspired by things in life, moments in life. We are inspired by people around us, but for me, my inspiration is my daughter. And I keep talking about my dog Sunshine. The reason being, just I think a few days before my daughter passed away, my dog fell sick. And fell sick as in, it's not like the dog was on drips or anything. The dog just fell sick. Supposedly the dogs know when the death is near in the family, and they're able to, they take all the negativity within themselves and repel it. They don't want the pet parents to get it. That's what they say. So so that's how I look at it. That's how I look at life. And I thought I'll share this with you, because these are stories which are important. These are stories which we all have, and it's very important to use those stories and keep moving forward. Because once you go through such stories, once you go through such moments of a fat to fit story, or an ethereal experience like what I had in Mount Kailash, or a real groundbreaking story like the death of my daughter, it prepares you for anything in life. You're ready for anything in life. You are ready for it. And I feel if I can spread that energy through emotional intelligence, through making people understand that your emotions at play at the end of the day, if you can make it count for you, nothing like it. Because somewhere I think our emotions make us what we are. Our emotions drive us, however objective we might be, but it's emotions at the end of the day. And that was the entire objective of telling you this very, very interesting story. uh, and I would say, just keep Akira in your thoughts, because I think she's a special girl. Like I said, she meant graceful strength, and she was graceful, though she was with us for 108 days, and we don't regret even a single day. We don't regret even a single day, single moment. We don't regret that. This could have happened, that would have happened. You can't control these things, but what you can control is your future and your present. You can't control our past. That goes without it. Now, while I was telling you this, I was thinking of certain people, who are also great emotional scientists. And I was thinking of somebody like this gentleman who said some people want it to happen, some wish it would happen, others make it happen. Any idea who am I talking about? This person is a class athlete. This person said this: some people want it to happen, some wish it would happen, others make it happen. I'm sorry, I'm taking you from an emotional experience to something very competitive, but that's the entire objective.
Is the athlete from US?
The athlete is from US. Athlete is from US, and
Ali? No,
sorry,
not Muhammad Ali, right?
not Mohammad. So I'm going to give points for this. Okay, I'm going to make sure all of you get points. So if you tell the right answer, I've got points for you.
Okay.
So you all are competing against each other. Let's be clear about it.
And we
Even
can
though you're
keep
all,
we can keep guessing.
you can keep guessing. You can keep guessing till the cows come home.
Is it Phelps? Michael Phelps?
No, it's not Michael Phelps. I'll give you a clue. The
Jordan.
first name is Michael. The first name is Michael.
Jordan. Michael
Michael
Jordan.
Jordan. Michael Jordan. So Arinama gets 10 points.
Oh wow!
This person said, "Do you want to sell sugar water for the rest of your life, or come with me and change the world?" Do you want to sell sugar water? He was pitching. He was pitching his idea to somebody, and he said, "Do you want to sell sugar water for the rest of your life, or do you want to come with me and change the world?" Who's this person?
Is it Steve Jobs?
Steve Jobs. Yes. Who said that? Seemaji.
Seema.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Seema said,
Seema.
"Come on, clap, clap. You got to clap for the winners. Come on." Okay. Now, you all watch movies, don't you? Hindi movies.
Yeah.
All of you are big Hindi movie fans.
Yeah.
Let's test your movie quotient right now. Okay. The movie is going to be टेंशन नहीं लेने का मामू.
Munna Bhai MBBS.
Munna Bhai MBBS.
Oh, hard.
Okay. Arunuma is leading, by the way. Great. Okay. To infinity and beyond.
Oh, that's Toy Story.
That's Toy Story. Madhu
Oh
opens her
my
account.
gosh, Madhu, that's great.
Yeah.
That's
Show me the
awesome.
money.
Sorry?
Show me the money.
Oh,
Show me the
One
money.
of, one of the CEOs.
Warren
Wait,
Buffett.
wait, this is a movie.
Movie.
This is a movie. I want the name of the movie name. Show me the money. Okay, I'll help you out. It's a,
It was a web. I heard it's a web series also.
no.
Money
Heist?
No,
No, it's
no,
not
no.
Money Heist.
Yeah.
Is it
is
Jerry
okay.
Maguire? Is it Jerry
Are
Maguire?
you asking me or telling me?
I'm trying. I'm telling you.
You're telling me?
Is
Are
it
you sure?
Wall Street, anything?
Are you confident?
It is
I
Tom Cruise
think-
movie.
Oh, it's a Jerry Maguire.
Yeah.
Tom
yeah.
Cruise. Tom.
Yeah.
It is Jerry Maguire, but Madhu gave the right answer.
Yeah, Madhu, you
I
said Jerry
took that away.
Maguire.
Sorry.
Madhu's at 20, Arinima's at 20, Seema's at 10. Nazira ji, you have to open your account. Otherwise, you go to the party khali haath.
I haven't opened it yet.
Yes.
I'm going to consider them as a team. I'm going to consider them as a team.
I don't think Nazira watches the movie, right?
And then if she watches, I'm sure she'll know this one. With great power comes great responsibility.
Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Oh my
man.
gosh, I need to watch more movies, guys.
You need to sit with your children to watch movies. So that's why I know Toy Story, Spider-Man.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Okay, last one. All is well.
Oh,
Oh,
Three Idiots.
Three Idiots.
Three Idiots.
Three Idiots.
It's all
Madhu
is
ji watches a lot of
well.
movies, huh?
Yeah, all is well. It's not all is well.
Yeah.
It's all is well.
Yeah.
Yeah, as well.
So, Shekhar, do I get a point for that?
Yes, you obviously get a point, Seema ji.
Madhu, what? All is well?
All is well.
All is well.
Yeah, that's
All
how
is
is
well.
not all. It's a story
All
behind.
is well.
Okay.
Because you need to watch this. Three Idiots
You
is
haven't
like
I've watched, but I didn't I don't know, long time ago.
Okay, first one who tells the answer, okay? कितने आदमी थे?
Sholay.
Sholay.
Surely.
Oh
Yeah.
my.
Nazira gets it.
It's in 80s. Guys, that should tell you here. I'm still stuck.
Okay, now I'll help you out more. Now you've sold Sholay. If you give me this, you'll get 20 points. In the movie Sholay, how many of you have seen the movie Sholay? I'm sure everybody's grown up on Sholay, right? In the movie Sholay, I'm going to listen to me very clearly. It's got a Bangalore connection. Okay. In the movie Sholay, there is Gabbar Singh, who's the villain. Of course, we know that, right? And we used to all sleep saying, our parents used to tell us, na, go to sleep, others Gabbar Singh aa jayega. It is actually true in some places in India. Now, I'm not going to ask you about Gabbar Singh. I want to know who's Gabbar Singh's father in the movie Sholay.
Arey baapre.
Oh my God.
No, it's very simple. Listen to me. Now, Nazira has come to Bangalore, right? You've been to Bangalore? All of you have come to Bangalore, India? All of you have come to India, right? I'm sure some point.
Oh, with you.
If you have come to India, there's India's traffic bahut zyada hai na? Traffic is there. So, supposing, for example, you're coming to India and you're going for an appointment and you get late. What are you in a state of?
Sure. Delay.
Delay. Give me another word for it. Give me a Hindi word for it. Or give me an English word. It could be Hindi as well as English, by the way. That's the name of the father.
Late.
It's a Hindi as well as an English word.
Dur. No, see. No.
You are in Bangalore.
There.
देर का एक और word बोलिए.
Like synonym of there.
Yes.
There.
Okay, what are you in a state of if I'm doing this?
Jog.
State of.
Sure.
No,
Running.
and anxiety. Anxiety.
Yeah, give me another word. Give me a word which is Hindi as well as English in this.
Behind. Behind.
Behind.
Hindi and
It
English.
starts with the letter H. You get 20 points. Okay, you answer this.
Hurry.
Hari.
Good.
Hurry.
Who was
H.
that? Who gave the answer?
Seema.
She's leading right now. She's on 30 points. Arunima is on 20 points. Madhu is on 30 points also. Sachin is on 10 points. Nazira ji is on.
I didn't even open my account.
It's okay.
Something from the state of
Ramya, we can share. Yeah.
Okay. How many bones are there in the human body?
Oh my God.
I should
Oh,
be knowing
God.
this.
289.
206.
Nahi. Okay, 200. Now we're playing housing here.
Someone was saying 89, 280. I forgot, guys.
You're very close. It's an even number.
Something in 200, 250 is, I guess.
206.
206. Who said that?
Ramya. Finally.
You are right.
I told it
I
before.
don't watch movies, guys.
Okay. Now that we moved from that, now I want you to be very quick, okay, and be very creative here. What is that one Indian film you would want everyone to see to show them what, to get a sense of India? What movie would that be?
Kabhi Khushi Kabhi Gum.
Karan Johar will be happy.
Okay.
I like
Kabhi
art.
Because it gives you the family values. It teaches
Okay.
about family values. That's why I chose that movie.
Okay. Anyone else? Any other movie which you think will give you a sense of India? For any Gora who sees it, say, my God, what is India all about? You show them this
Not,
movie.
And even Chak De India, if we're looking for
Chak De
shows,
India,
Chak
yeah,
De India.
Chak De
India,
India.
the
Or
build,
Swadesh also.
Bulldog.
Swadesh.
Swadesh, huh?
What was that?
I'll say
Bulldog
Swadesh.
billionaire.
Yeah.
Something was there, no? Bulldog billionaire. What was that?
Oh my God.
Slumdog.
Slumdog billionaire.
Slumdog.
Bulldog.
That's an Indian film.
Look, I made Slumdog to Bulldog.
Slumdog Millionaire.
No, Nazira, no. That doesn't give a true
We
picture
don't want
of
that.
India.
We want good movies, which is
But-
the realistic
but
movies.
India
People have
is
lives there.
No,
Chelsea.
India is like that
India
to
is
the
the
Western world, and that's
Yeah.
what this Hollywood movie has portrayed, and that's not true.
So,
That's
so my thought is there is always good and bad and ugly everywhere.
So
Correct.
why portray the ugly?
But then
only?
why
No,
do we
not
always
portray the ugly
show
only.
the ugly fact? Why not
Yeah,
we
not-
show the good fact too?
Yeah. I thought it had a good fact in that movie. No, he
I-
came
I
out and
didn't see
won
it.
and became a millionaire.
It was like an underdog story. It was like an
Yeah.
underdog story at the end of the day. But I think, somewhere they were also trying to sell poverty.
Yes.
Okay.
But then I think now the movies in India, especially with OTT platforms coming in, it's very different.
Yes.
I
That's
think
very
more
true.
than
No,
more than
they're
Hindi,
very beautiful movies. Yes.
very
yes.
beautiful movies. And I think all of
And
you.
again, it's not just Hindi. Like I see Tamil movies, like beautiful movies
Yeah.
coming out, Malayalam, Kannada, Telugu. I've not watched many Bengali, but all of them speak about for India.
Okay. Now that you spoke about movies, Nazira, I'm going to put you on the spot. Are you ready for this?
Okay.
Okay. First thing which comes to your mind. Okay. This is called the power of one game because you're the one and only one. Okay. One Indian dish you wish that had no calories.
Biryani.
Why are you so apologetic about it? It's good.
No, it can be any biryani because there will be vegetarians as well. So it can be vegetarian biryani as well.
Okay. So one superhero, superheroine you like.
Me, I like superhero is and it can be normal people, right? Who can be superheroes. I
yeah.
like Vijay Sethupathi. And in heroines, oh my gosh, in heroines I don't know yet. Sorry.
Okay.
एकदम से नहीं आ रहा mind में.
कोई बात नहीं. One quote that keeps you going.
Tell your own story. Don't allow others to tell your story. They might get it wrong.
Yeah, they might get it wrong. The one phone number you remember. Don't tell 100.
Mine.
The one
No,
animal.
I remember many other numbers, but you might not know them.
Okay, yeah. The one animal you might have been in an alternate life.
You mean in a previous life?
Yeah, could be.
Oh my gosh, I love Leo. He's my lab retriever. Just the amount of love he gets, I love to get that love.
Super, very unconditional. One villain you rooted for more than the hero.
I liked Amjad Khan's acting.
Yeah, he was very charismatic. He was actually very futuristic. Huh?
Mm-hmm.
Watch his interviews. One song you hated but kept humming the whole day. And you got to hum that song now.
Oh my gosh, that I hated.
One song which you really hate, and it's like, but you still hum. We do that, na? There are some songs which are really bad, but still we
Guys,
like it.
help me out here, really.
I can speak for myself. Anything that Honey sing, it just sticks to the head. They are stupid songs, but it sticks to the head.
Nonsensical lyrics.
Yeah, I just listened to it 2 days ago. Honey Singer, something like that. He'll say.
Yeah.
Honey sing is the sing.
That's
No,
the
he'll say
Lungi
sing-
dance song you are talking about.
Oh, I love Logi dance song. No, Madhu, Honey Singer, he'll say singer like.
That's a signature tune or something, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Honey Singh only is. Okay, one vegetable you feel which is highly underrated, Nazira.
Bitter
Nobody
gourd.
gives half it until-
Gourd.
bitter good. One career you would pick in an alternate universe.
In an alternate universe, act. No, even now I'll pick up here also in this universe, acting.
Superb. Can we clap for her? I think she's very, very honest. We know we have an actress here.
No, so I wanted to be a policewoman, doctor, and an actress. The actress hasn't happened yet in my life.
Superb. All right. So she gets 10 points, of course, but I think everybody's a winner here. Can we clap for her, everybody? Yeah. Okay. All of you, I'm guessing, are married and you have children, right? Right. So this is a game called the Millennial Lingo. Let's see how well do you know the lingos of all the people around you, which is also important for work also. What does woke mean?
What?
Woke, W-O-K, not woke as in utne ka woke nahi, woke, W-O-K-E.
Like woke is
That is the new gen. Suddenly you became aware of the things around you. Generally,
Okay.
the millennials use it. I think we are the millennials.
Yeah.
The generation X, Z, use it, right?
General Z, you're right. Woke. What does Gucci mean? Not the designer Gucci. What does Gucci mean? Oh, I'm all Gucci today.
irritated.
Trust me, this is the word which is sorry.
Irritated.
Irritated. No.
Fancy.
Nazira is all Gucci today.
She's all
Dressed
fancy
up.
today.
Yeah, dressed up. Yeah.
Dressed
So
up.
give me another word.
Oh, wow. Another word.
So Gucci means all good.
All good. Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
Okay.
Okay. Leo is very salty today because Nazira is on the show. So what does salty mean?
Sad.
Bad
Sad.
mood.
Grumpy.
Grumpy.
Yeah, bad.
Grumpy.
Okay.
Okay.
What was the word?
Salty.
Salty
Salty.
is grumpy. Okay.
Salty.
Hmm.
Yeah. Or like say, yeah, you can say, yeah, there are so many politicians who are salty, right?
And more.
And more, yeah. Okay. I'm sure all of you are very close to each other, but there is somebody who you like a little more than others, and that you call as bae. What does bae mean?
Friendly.
Boyfriend.
They is a girlfriend or boyfriend, right?
Baby. Babe.
Babe.
Sachin, I can tell you're so
Babe.
much younger than us.
Babe is babe, right?
Bae. So
Bae
bae
means-
is
I
boyfriend,
want-
na? My boy,
Oh.
like my sweetheart or something like that.
Yeah, but I want the full
Yeah.
form of bae. I want the full form of BAE. What does bae mean?
Oh, it has full form. It's an acronym.
Oh, I
Babe.
never realized that.
Babe.
So if there's somebody who's your best friend, that person is really special, right? What does BAE stand for then?
Before anyone
Yes.
Anyone else?
else.
That's right, Simaji.
Oh my gosh, I didn't even know that.
I had no.
Me neither.
I always thought when
very
someone said
bad-
bae, he's my bae or she's my bae, I thought like best friend or
Yeah.
bestie. Or
And because Seema said that, so she's on fleek. What does
Oh.
fleek mean?
I'm
Smart.
on fleek.
Yeah,
Smart.
you're on fleek. You're on fleek.
Fleek.
On fire.
Yeah.
I know. You're on
Fired
Yeah, on
up.
fire. Yeah.
You're on fire. You can give another word for it. Yeah.
Smart, he pants.
Smarty pants. No.
Sassy pants.
She's on point.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
Leaky, what was the word?
Fleek.
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 FLEEK. Okay. What does JOMO mean? JOMO. You know FOMO, right?
Yeah,
FOMO is
yeah.
a fear of missing out.
Uh-huh.
Now, this term became very popular during the pandemic.
Okay.
JOMO. What does JOMO mean? The Mallus here must be thinking of some Malayali person who must be having a name. You know, you won't believe it. There are names like this in Malayalam, in Kerala.
Jomo.
Is
It's an amalgamation of two
Joy
government.
of
Is it
missing
joy
out.
of
Joy of
missing
missing out.
Yeah.
Joy of missing out. Joy
Yeah.
of missing out.
Yeah, I
Oh,
know.
wow.
Because it's fear of missing out. So it's
Yeah, so it's joy
Joy
of
of
missing
missing
out. Yeah, that's how I figured out.
To slay.
to slay, to
To
kill
slay.
it. To kill it.
Yeah, to kill it. Yeah, to kill it. Clap, clap, clap. Come on, people, everybody. Come on. This show is lit. What does that mean?
On fire.
Well, informational.
Awesome.
Well, information.
Awesome. Yeah.
Informational.
On fire. That's right. Very, very
On
informative.
fire.
On fire. Okay. Now, let me pick on somebody. Sachin. Okay, very quickly. When was the last time you wrote a letter?
Physical letter.
Yeah, physical letter.
Like
Well,
love
for my
letter?
school exams.
Okay. That was a long time back.
Yeah.
Okay. When was the last time you received or sent a telegram?
Telegram.
Never.
Never. Okay. When was the last time you burnt a dish during the lockdown?
Yeah, 2 weeks ago. Yeah,
Sachin
during the
doesn't know
lockdown.
where Sachin doesn't know where the kitchen is.
It is not with the kitchen.
I know the kitchen. I do try out dishes.
And what is the dish which was burnt?
Gajar ki halwa.
Oh, wow. You even tried that.
For Diwali.
YouTube.
Superb.
YouTube.
Sachin, when was the time last time you played with marbles? Not the Squid Games wala.
7th standard. Yeah, Squid Games wala nahi, 7th standard.
When was the last time someone did something that made you very happy within this team? You got to be careful of what you say.
Sachin is thinking that means never.
No, the meet last time we had a meet where event was held, where there was a beautiful presentation went on in such a good flow, right? Each one had their part to play. I liked it, so I was happy after that presentation.
That's nice. On that note, thank you, Sachin. You were really frank. Yeah, can we clap for him? Okay. Ramya, when was the last time you went on a vacation, and where was it?
Vacation?
Don't tell Kerala.
No. Okay. Last time probably a little over a year, or maybe before the pandemic, and New Orleans. I mean, within the US.
Okay. And how was the experience there?
Yeah, it was fun.
Okay. When was the last time, Madhu, you went for a movie, and which one was it?
Went for a movie. More than 4 years ago, definitely. Oh no, I did go to a movie with you guys, right, Arunima? No, I don't remember the movie. Sorry.
Okay, but you
No,
remember
but even that was like 3 years ago. Or
Okay.
4 years ago.
Yeah.
Okay.
Even I don't remember the name.
Okay. When was the last time, Seemaji, you ate a really delicious meal, and what was it?
In the morning.
I like it. There's a big gray area there. Like cooked by others or cooked by me.
2 days ago. 2 days ago with the team.
Cooked by others, Seema.
Huh?
Cooked
Cooked
by
by
others.
others was day before yesterday.
Okay.
I can predict Seema so well. Even yesterday,
And
one of the
what was it?
clients said something. Yeah, go ahead.
And what was it? It was the new dish that I tried. Nazira, what was the name?
Idiyappam.
Idiyappam.
Nee,
Yeah, she
Wow.
liked idiyappam or kottu
She
parota.
also liked idiyappam.
Yeah.
Very, very,
So that
very
was
tasty.
the dish. That was a new dish I tried, which I loved it.
Okay.
So was it the idiyappam or the kottu parota?
Kuttu parota.
Kuttu
Oh, she
paratha.
liked the
So that is
Even
kuttu parota. Yeah.
Kutti
kottu
parota.
parota.
I
Yes.
like the kuttu parota. Yeah.
Okay.
same with me.
Yeah. Nazira, when was the last time you read a good book, and what was it about?
Good to Great, Jim Collins. It was
What a book.
about what are the excellence skills and traits a leader should have, and which companies succeed and go into excellence, or do they remain stable?
Wow. Superb. Arunima, when was the last time you heard an original song?
Never.
Okay.
I wrote an original song.
No, heard.
Heard.
Word. Okay.
Heard or even wrote? I'm sure you also sing.
No, I don't. I don't
Yeah.
sing, and I never wrote it. And when I heard many times, actually, I mean, I love Bengali songs. There are a few original, and yeah, I love them.
Superb. Nazira, what is your superpower?
My superpower is inspire to inspire.
To inspire and stay inspired. Yeah. And for all of you, which is the best view in the office?
Which is the?
Yes.
View in the office.
So, what
Don't
you
tell me the
see-
boss, the
what
corner
you
office.
see is our office. What you see is our
Office.
office. I like Madhu's view. I like Seema's view. I get to see Arnima's corner and Sachin's office space and Ramya's side. Oh, the best part is Ramya always color coordinates with her side sofa.
Can you
Yes.
imagine?
You can see the sofa on the side.
And from each one of you, 3 words which describes vendorship for you. 3 words.
Win, win, win.
Wow,
Okay.
can we go? Are you going in a pattern or?
Yeah.
Madhu
Right?
start. Madhu
Okay.
start.
For me,
Yeah.
it is inspiring. It is. It won't be one word. Okay. Definitely inspiring and opportunity to grow. And the third word will be educational rather.
Okay.
Ramya?
I see a great future. So it's the future. I absolutely love the team. So the team or the teamwork, and the togetherness. I mean, of the team. So yeah.
Arunima?
Growth, inspiration, and passion.
Sachin?
Sachin is in a
Growth, passion. I just tried a new background
Yeah.
since I'm bored about with our office space, right?
Yeah, office space.
So yeah, so growth, and trust and partnership.
Super.
I would say partnership, definitely. I would also say collaborate again, partnerships, collaborative opportunities, purposeful and meaningful.
Super. Now, on that note, now that you've spoken such nice things about your company, how about all of you doing a plank right now for 30 seconds?
Oh my.
Just
Okay.
30 seconds. You're doing it for the company.
Yeah.
And you can do it for yourself also.
Yes.
Do you need to see it as well?
No, that's fine. I'll do the countdown.
So
Okay.
wait,
What I'll do
guys,
is count
Yeah,
10, 30.
I'll see one. I'll see one person. I'll
Yeah.
see one person how you do plank, and then I'll do it. I don't know
Correct.
what it
So,
is. still.
Sachin, you just want to show them how it's done.
Shekhar will show
Seema
you.
Yeah.
is ready to show.
Seema is showing. Wait, I think Seema is showing.
Seema ma'am is showing it. Yeah.
Actually, Arunima should be the person who should show because she probably sees the plants in her house every single day.
All
Okay.
right. I'll tell you when to start. Sachin, you also need to start.
But you can't see me. It's a
Okay.
laptop
That's okay.
video.
That's okay. You're doing it for your team. You're doing it for your team.
Okay.
So
Okay.
So what is Seema
All
doing?
right.
Oh,
So it's very simple. You got to make sure
You're doing a half plank or full plank. Which one?
you can do a full plank like how Seema's doing it.
Okay.
Very simple. I'll do the countdown
Okay.
now. Okay. 1,
Mhm.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Come on. 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. I think all of you are rock stars. Clap for yourselves. Come on. You did it for yourselves. You did it for your team. You actually managed it. Yeah, very good.
This is funny.
oh my gosh, guys, did we get that right?
Yeah, you got it right.
Did we get that right? I almost didn't go down thinking of all of you. Like, I cannot give up. I cannot give up. Panting.
Yeah, so I think that's what it boils down to. That's what your company boils down to: trust in each other and celebrating your successes as well as your failures. I think that's essentially in a nutshell is what emotional intelligence is about. And the entire objective of doing this activity of doing the plank was to just show you that nothing is impossible. It's all in the mind, right? A couple of you thought that what am I going to do? A plank, is it really tough? Is it easy? Just one person showed it and you did it. Seema showed it and all of you did it. You just followed her. I think that's a camaraderie we're talking about. That's a trust we're talking about. That's a relationship we're talking about. And I think that's what emotional intelligence is. It's about storytelling. It's about trusting yourself. I also believe that in the future, data is going to be the new oil. With the way price of oil is going up, data has to be the new oil. So your contacts which are there with you, your connects which you are there with you, are going to be really, really important, because you can get business through them. Through them you can do a lot of work. Like, for example, for me, all of you are virtual clients. That's the way I look at it, and I feel we all keep moving forward, one for all for one. I also believe we are living in a moment where it's not going to be about IQ or EQ. We're going to have something called SQ, which is spiritual quotient,
Mm.
where you need to understand that you are strong internally and nothing can break you. And when I'm saying strong internally, it's not about physical power. It's about your core, which is very strong, that you're comfortable in your own skin, and nothing can deter you. I also believe it boils down to the three C's, which is create, collaborate, and connect. We are creating memories, we are creating moments, and I was with Nazira on a show called The Pillars of Leadership, and I feel leadership is about motivation, inspiration, and a lot of aspiration, of course. But it all boils down to people leaving the job not because of money. They leave the job because of the leaders. If your leaders are not good, if your leaders don't create the right culture, people leave. That's what it boils down to. So I think all of you are, from the looks of it, all of you are very, very comfortable with each other. And I think that's what leadership is about. I also believe it's going to boil down to observation, action, and transact. That's the old formula, where we observe, where we act. And I'm telling you purely from my own experience, because uh, I work with clients, I work with different kinds of clients, startups, entrepreneurs, you name it, I've done it. I've done shows with people like Mandira Bedi, with Mr. Modi also, with Virat Kohli, with Sudha Murthy, Narayan Murthy. And the interesting thing is, when you do work with such people, you realize there is one common thread between them and with, obviously, with all of you wonderful people also. That sense of winning and the sense of discipline and that humility. So when I did work with Sudha Murthy or Narayan Murthy or even with Virat Kohli, that discipline is so important, I feel, to achieve something what you want to achieve in life. And that discipline is what takes us where we are more than anything else. Discipline coupled with humility, because humility is very important. Because, like I said, you can fail tomorrow, but the steps you use to move up the ladder are the same steps you use to come down the ladder. So you need to be conscious of that. And that's where I think you as a team need to have each other's back, right? I feel like all of you handle different portions in the company, and somebody's handled tech, somebody's handled sales, or different functions. You all need to hold each other's back, and that's where the relationships are really important. I also believe it boils down to being limitless. I think we are living in a world where we are limitless. The opportunities are endless, but it's not the opportunities which are important, it's the chances you take. The chances you take in your life, which is very important. The chances you take in terms of what you want to do with your life is so important. If you, I want to talk about three particular people. One is Obama, Muhammad Ali, and Martin Luther King. And believe it or not, they're from US itself, so it makes sense. All three of them, I think, broke myths one by one. Obama is very charismatic. He was somebody who was a very good president and he could articulate his thoughts well. Martin Luther King could galvanize an entire nation together if he wanted, when there was no social media. I think they are the best example of emotional intelligence. Even, for example, Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi used non-violence as a tool to get Indians together. Muhammad Ali, I feel he was poetry in motion. Muhammad Ali was a man who was not just a superstar or a sports star, but he understood his mindset well. He understood his opponent's mindset well. And he did so much for the world of boxing, which nobody else has ever done after him. I think because they all lived life on their terms. They all tried to swim against the tide. And that's what leaders do. Leaders don't do the same thing every time, even though they're disciplined. Leaders swim against the tide. Leaders take chances. Leaders don't go for money heist or a or that Korean game. I'm not getting the name right now, but leaders go for something really different. Yeah, Squid Games. Leaders do something really different. Leaders create. Leaders collaborate. And I think that's what I think emotional intelligence is all about. And I think all of you just proved it by answering questions and by just being comfortable in each other's skin. That was my entire objective of doing this activity with all of you. And it's so nice to know you. And I've shared something very personal with all of you. This is about my fact to fit story, about the death of my daughter, and about Mount Kailash and Mansarovar Lake, which I've written in a book. And I've got a second book which is coming out. And of course, my dog Sunshine, who is my inspiration. So please look out for an inspiration around you. We all have to be inspired. There should be moments which inspire us. You don't need to be inspired by any politician or anybody, but you need to be inspired by any situation around you and just keep moving forward. Don't look back ever, because life is too short. I think we've realized that in the last 2 years that anything can happen to anyone in spite of taking all the precautions. I think the whole world has understood that. And that's where kindness as a strength can be the biggest attribute we all can have.
Mhm.
So I want to
Srikan, how
end.
much did we get? How much did we get together? Our points. Did we reach 100 together?
Oh, yes, all of you reached more than 150 points by then. So Rizira is going to send a cup to each one of you, the cup of
Yes.
life. But I want to end with all of you singing a song.
Oh my God. Okay.
Yeah, this is a song which all of you should sing together, which exemplifies the team spirit of your company, which exemplifies what do you feel about each other. So do you have a song? I'm sure we all have a song which we sing. Don't tell me you don't sing. In today's day and age of computers, even if we sound bad, we'll make it sound good. Don't worry about that. Because everybody's not a Kishore Kumar.
Yeah, guys, do
Right.
you have any songs to pick? I was thinking maybe Zindagi Ek Safar Hai Suhana, and then there's another song, but I don't know all the words though.
Oh, we don't need to sing the entire song. Maybe just
Yeah.
2-3 lines.
Yeah.
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 Okay, sounds good. Start. Seema, looks like you know the tune.
Go for it. Or you can sing a Malayalam song, Sachin.
Yeah, Sachin, Shekhar, and Ramya sing a Malayalam song.
Sing together, right?
Yeah, we all will sing together.
All
Yeah?
of you sing
Okay.
together. Yeah.
Start. Zindagi ek safar hai suhana, यहाँ कल क्या होगा किसने जाना. जिंदगी एक सफर है सुहाना, यहाँ कल क्या होगा किसने जाना.
And
उड़ले
we are singing
उड़ले
along.
उड़ले उड़ले
So like I think Kishore, I think in the movie Anand, Rajesh Khanna had said, make sure your life is large. Zindagi should be big, memorable, and let's make these moments count, because I think you got a wonderful team. I can sense that because you made it so seamless, this entire activity, the plank which you did. I think these are all memories which are very important. These are moments which are very important. And hopefully when Sachin gets married tomorrow, he'll tell his wife about it.
No, he's already married.
He's married.
Yeah.
He's going to go and tell his wife about it.
Again. Yeah. My bad.
He just looks young.
He is young, Zira.
He's still waiting for the soulmate, he said.
I think I'll be older than most of you.
But thank you
Okay,
so much.
before we end, something tell us something which nobody knows about you and something you're really proud of. For example, I'm scared of turbulence, but I've done skydiving.
Oh.
So something like that. Come on.
Ramya?
Sachin. Yeah.
I really don't like flights, but that's something that we can't, living in a different country, it's something that I cannot avoid. But I have actually avoided traveling because of my fear of flights. I really hate flying.
And something you're really proud of?
I'm really proud of being my parents' daughter. I mean, it's such a blessing, and I absolutely every day I just don't know how much blessed, and I feel very proud of that, like of my parents.
You should send this message to your parents.
Yeah, unfortunately, I lost my dad a couple of months back. So the story which you told about your daughter was very touching to me. Yeah.
May your soul rest in peace.
Om Shanti.
Yeah, Madhu.
I'm extremely afraid of house lizards that you find in India. Thankfully, we don't see them here because of the temperature things. So I feel I'm so blessed that's probably one of the reasons I'm never going to go back to India and live there for a long time, because of
The
those
lizards.
house lizards. Yes, the lizards. So not the what do you call it, geckos over here. No, I'm okay with those, but the lizard that stays in the house. So I'm very, very scared, and I'm extremely proud of my children, especially my son, because I feel a lot of things are considered that he is not going to be able to do. He has special needs.
Okay.
But he proves us wrong every single day. So I'm extremely proud, and he's also my inspiration.
What's his name?
Rishi.
Rishi. Nice.
Mhm.
It's got a very solemn name, Rishi. Yeah. The sage, Rishi the sage. Yeah, nice.
Seema?
Thanks, Madhu.
Seema?
So I'm scared of roller coasters, but thanks to my husband, he made me ride all the world's roller coasters, whatever is in there, and whatever states we went to. He pushed me there, and I'm still scared, but I enjoy it. So I'm that's my fear, and I would not say proud, but I'm blessed rather to have um, such a cooperative husband and family back home, and my in-laws as well, and blessed to have kids who are good kids. Can't complain about anything in life. I'm blessed that way.
No regrets. Yeah,
Arnima?
thank you.
I'm extremely scared of height, but still I tilted. If you all know, in Chicago, so you can do it in that tower. What's that called? Sears Tower, right? No.
Yes.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
Yes,
Uh,
yes, sir.
yeah, and I did that tilt thing, and that
Okay.
was fun actually. Yeah. So
What are you proud of?
and I'm proud of my daughter, of course. I mean, she's the sweetest child ever. I'll say I don't say it often to her, but of course, she is the most special person in my life, and I'm extremely proud of my parents too. I
So
mean,
nice.
whatever I am today, I'm because of them. So yeah, I wish I could have told them more. I mean, my mom is still here. I mean, still there. So, but I don't know. Maybe I don't say that more. Like,
Don't worry, we have recorded this conversation, so we'll tell them.
Yes.
yeah,
Sachin?
yeah. We all need to say it. I mean,
Yeah, we need to say it more often. That's right.
Sachin?
So I have an extreme fright of going underwater diving, uh, which was there till 2 years back. But I did an Andaman certification course for the diving, for 2 weeks course for diving,
Wow.
and
Right.
we yeah. So that was one of the things, was that I was scared. I'm still scared, but somehow managed to do all this diving things. Um, I'm blessed with family like everyone here, right? The recent thing, what I'm really happy about is about building a good tech team from scratch. So it took uh, it took a lot of time, 3 4 years, but the team, what the people who are surrounded, like Nazira, Arunima, Remya, Madhu, Seema, and my tech colleagues, right? I somehow get surrounded by very good people around me, and the growth happens because of them. I'm blessed about that. Thank
Very
you.
you.
nice. Very nice. So, yeah, so I can say I'm sometimes fearful of the empath in me that so I sometimes make emotional decisions because of that empathy. So I've put it under control. I'm able to read much more beyond the people's thoughts and agenda. So I'm less hurt now. So the other thing is I'm proud of the inner child in me. It is, I keep it alive all the time. So if there's even a huge thakka, the inner child wakes up in me and does the swings and just the dances and enjoys the nature as if I'm still the child inside. I keep it alive.
Very
we need
nice. Very
to go to movie theater more.
Oh, that's true.
But on a lighter note, I have to ask the tech team. Whenever I see the tech team, they always make me feel very cold. They always like. Have you noticed the tech team? Usually, whenever you see, I think because they're sitting in those server rooms, right, which is usually supposed to be cold.
No,
Always they're wearing a blazer or they're
yeah.
wearing a
So
jacket.
I'm sitting in Bangalore. Usually I
You're
don't
sitting in
wear
Bangalore.
clothes. I actually searched for this sweaters from last 1 week. The temperatures have gone. For US, it is not a shock. Temperatures are gone at 16 and 17 and coldest
Oh,
for
that's
us.
cold. Uh-huh.
Yeah,
That's
it
cold.
is. Also, Sachin, you are in Bangalore right now.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I'm also in Bangalore.
And I see you wearing a blanket.
Yeah, it is cold. It is cold.
Yeah.
And
Extremely
Nazira, I have to say,
tasteless.
yeah, I have to tell you this. The climate in Bangalore is the envy of all the cities across India.
Right.
Mhm.
That's true.
That's true.
Yes. Yeah, definitely. So thank you so much,
Thank
Shekhar.
you so
Yeah,
much, Shekhar.
can we take a smiling snapshot or something like this, and something like a thumbs up, something, so I
Or
can
you can
post?
just show your heart. Yeah, like the heart thing, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I'm
Okay.
taking the picture, so I don't. Okay, 1, 2. I can't do the heart now because I'm taking the picture.
Okay.
Do it, Shekhar. Do it, Shekhar.
How was it?
Wait 1 second. Which one? Ah,
Shift
Screenshot.
Command 3.
yeah, awesome.
Wow.
Sounds great. I took the
I
picture.
hope, I hope all of you enjoyed the session. My entire object
Oh,
was
yes.
to keep it very
I
Absolutely.
thoroughly did.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. And
Awesome.
it's very nice to hear from you and the stories. I mean, I couldn't stop my tears, and
Yeah, my nose became red.
Yeah. I guess it because you both of you went off video. Like
Yeah.
I quite realized.
yeah.
So
So it's very motivational, and I wish you all the best in your life too. And it's very enlightening. Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you so much, Shekhar.
Thank
It was
you.
thank you
great.
so much,
Care
Shekhar.
of
We'll keep you posted. Yeah.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Bye bye,
Thank you.
guys. Bye bye.
Bye bye.